Welcome to DT18 Power Radio, where we keep you locked to the power source. Join Jasmin Farnum and Dr Shadreck Muchuwa as they discuss biblical principles to keep you growing and walking in the Spirit. Thank you for tuning in to DT18 Power Radio. We present to you Dr. Shadreck Muchuwa as he continues to discuss our topic, Leave This Place.
One of the things that I want to rehash here this morning from earlier on is the importance of communication. We got to realize that in a community, in a relationship, in business, in everything that we do as mankind, communication is very important. When you want to see that when things are getting really messed up is when there is a breakdown in communication. It is terrible. I mean, just try to listen to somebody on the phone and they can't hear you, and can you hear me, and I can't hear you, and all that kind of stuff going on. It means that there is communication breakdown. It could be technical, it could be semantics, it could be language, but it's a breakdown. So if the communication breakdown is not good at all. And one of the things that we will see in a relationship, that this relationship is going down south, is when people start to listen to each other. There is a complete breakdown. And when there's a complete breakdown, it is, a cocktail for disaster. It is chaotic. I mean, it leads to a World War III, because when you stop listening, for example, to your spouse, they are talking to you and you stop listening to them, what it means is that you really don't care about them and you actually disrespect them. So I'm saying this to say that this is something that's prevalent in today's society, in today's community, in today's people. I mean, we live in a one generational community that are bent on doing what they just want to do. They won't stop to listen to what God is saying. But my point here is that the character that we're talking about, the example that we are giving here is Abraham. This is why he made the distinction. He was about the rest. He stopped to listen. I'm saying to you today that God is yet speaking. God is yet communicating. God is yet calling your name. God is yet, calling you from those places where you're at, and He's calling you into an experience. This is the point that I'm making, that communication is very important, and we have to be careful when it comes to the listening and executing of the things that we got to do, just like Abraham did. So the other thing that I want to rehash is there is a struggle when it comes to leaving the familiar places. There is a struggle when it comes to leaving the familiar people, the familiar routine, the familiarity. There is a struggle. I understand why it is like that, because these things kind of give you a sense of security. They kind of give you a sense of safety. They give you an assurance. It's something that you can get hold on to. It's some form of insurance. But I just want to tell you here this morning, brothers and sisters, that The power of God is not shown in the familiar places. The power of God is going to manifest outside the familiar. The power of God, the way you're going to experience your blessings and the miracles, the signs and wonders, it's going to be outside the familiar places. Because there is this person, there is this authority who is saying, surrender everything to me. I mean, just surrender your life, surrender your everything. I got this. So the struggle is in between leaving the familiar to some guy who is telling me, I got this. This is where the pull is. But I'm here to tell you this morning that you're not going to experience any powerful stuff, any of the blessings that God has already spoken into your life, any of the promises you are not going to experience until you break away from this familiar place, until you break away from this familiar spiritual place, until you break away from this familiar surrounding, from this familiar routine, until you break away. That's when you're getting ready to experience the power of the living God. That's when you're getting ready to experience the miracles. That's when you're getting ready to experience the increase and the multiplication. That's where you're getting ready to have what you want to have encounters with God, to have this exciting adventurous journey into finding yourself. Because you see, the thing is, for you to get to your full potential, you got to find yourself. And the only way you're going to find yourself is answering the call and start making your way towards God and begin to recover and discover, just like our father Abraham did. I just had to come back this morning and rehash these two things. You got to break away from, you got to leave this place. Amen.
Oh man, folks, that time sure did go by fast. Well, join us on the next episode of Pt3 Radio, where we keep you locked to the power source. Until then, folks, stay blessed.